In order to make any changes to a UCC 128 label or to generate a report in RMS, click on Utilities, scroll up on the left-hand side. Let's do Label Designer first. You've got the different tabs at the top. Now, the UCC 128 label formats are given to you from RMS if your retailer does require this label format. If you have a retailer that all of a sudden needs a UCC 128 label, we can help get that label format to you if you contact our technical support area. All of the UCC 128 labels are found in the RMS data directory. So usually it's under the account_RMS data. And if you click on, so the UCC_7D, the 7 represents the retailer customer number in RMS. The D represents that it's laser 4 to page labels, so there's 4 labels to a page. That's an 8.5 by 11 sheet that's split equally into 4 equal labels without a border. The 7A label format is for printing to a thermal printer, so it's a 4 by 6 label. So that's the difference between the two label formats. I'm just going to choose the SACS D label format. So it comes up, this is the label format. If you want to make any changes to this, you can click on whatever field you want to change. If you want to delete it, just hit your delete key after by clicking on it, it puts those little bubbles around the field. You can move it up and down. You can move other things up and down as well. If you want to align different things, you can click on the first field that you want everything else aligned with, and you can do shift click and see how it's got everything highlighted. Click on this button up here, align top, and then it aligns everything in a row there. You've got a bunch of different fields here, different functions that you can do. All right, let's say I want to move that back up here and I want to add a label. Okay, that's will be hard coded on every label. So I first clicked on this big A that as you run your mouse over it says label, and then I clicked somewhere on the label format. Now before you make any changes to a label format that we give you, make sure that the retailer does allow you to make these changes. Then by all means, make the changes. So I put a label here, and if I want to hard code something being LA office, let's say. Okay, so now it'll always come up on your labels. I'm going to click on preview, and you'll note that it now has LA office on there. Okay, if I go back to the design tab and I click on it and those little bubbles go around it, I can click delete and it takes it away. If I want the system to pull a specific field from the order, I can click on this DB text, click anywhere in the label again, and then this box becomes available and it's saying, okay, which field do you want to print? Sometimes people want their item number to print on the UCC 128, so I've got that on there. I can click on the preview to see how it looks. For my tests, I do have the item number being RMS. Okay, after you make any changes, you will want to do File, Save. Okay, I'm going to exit out of UCC, the Label Designer. One other thing, in Label Designer, you do have the capability of making up your own UPC labels. We do have a generic one out there, and you can play with it and change it up how you would like it. Okay, this one we just have a Nordstrom in there. You can click on any one of the fields. You can change that. You can add and subtract like we did earlier. Okay. You also have a report designer. In here you have the capability of generating reports. There is a tutorial and it walks you through how to generate different reports. Just a real quick and easy, if I go to data, the data tab, I'm going to do file new to create a brand new report. And I'm going to grab some order information. So these are all of the different tables that you can pull information from. Okay, so I'm just going to do orders. So these are all the different fields for orders. I'm going to say I'm going to put in a criteria of the customer number is going to be Saks, let's say. And if I want it to ask each and every time what customer number, I can choose on auto search. Let's say that I also want to choose order number is equal to, and just for test purposes, I'm going to say I want it to be the PO number being test. Then I can go over to the design tab and I can create what I want to print out on the report. Okay, so I will want order number. Let's say sale date, ship date, department number, and any other one of these fields that you would like to have on the report. You can just double click on it and it comes over. So I'm going to go net days due, carrier, okay. Then I'll just do finish. Then it comes up here telling me, okay, this is the information that's going to print on this report. Okay, I'm going to click on preview and it comes up with this is the PO number, sale date, so forth, all the way down. Okay, I'm going to go back to the design tab, and if you want to save it, you can do file, save, and tell it how you want, what name you want, what location. You can change it to, whatever location you wish. And test. Okay. All right, so that is how you generate a report.